Giannis to the Knicks fills so many holes on that roster. If I'm the Knicks, I know I don't have, quote, the young assets, but I do have some guys that are under contract, controllable, and still very good. Mikal Bridges is good. He's just not utilized properly in the Knicks offense. OG Anunoby's good. He's just not properly utilized in the offense, and they phase him out too early. They've got young guys like McBride. I think that there are moves that they can make to get to wherever it is they need to be to put a nice package together. They may have to involve the San Antonio Spurs or the Houston Rockets to get enough pieces where they could land Giannis and have a big three with Giannis, Brunson, and Cat. Here's why that works. Giannis needs to play at the rim. Cat don't want to play nowhere near the rim. He wants to be the light-skinned Joel Embiid. So let him play out there. Let Giannis play and protect the paint and dominate the way that he can dominate down there. And let the PNR roll off of Jalen Brunson and pick and pop roll off of Cat, pick and roll off of Giannis, and build an offense around that three. You give Giannis a team where he don't got to be the guy dropping 40 every night because he's got a Brunson, he's got a Cat. Cat don't have to be the number 2 option. He can go down to be the number 3 if he wants and disappear every 4 games like we talked about. I mean, the Knicks would be the draw of the only team that could potentially beat the Pacers year over year for the next 4 or 5 years with Giannis in his prime. I'm telling you, if Giannis said, I only want to go to New York, I think Milwaukee will find a way to make that happen. But he's got to want to go there. Obviously, people say Miami. Miami makes no sense for him. Yeah, they got some players and some assets, but they're too far away. They're not much better. They're not much better than
the Knicks don't work mainly because Brunson can't get up and down. He can't keep up that pace throughout the course of a season and throughout a championship run. And Giannis, wherever Giannis goes, it instantly becomes his. Like this, we heard a lot about San Antonio, and I was explaining to someone San Antonio doesn't work because Wemby is the future of your franchise. Wemby's got to learn how to go through it. He's got to go through the metamorphosis. You can't bring in a guy like Giannis to take it away from him. Then he'll never learn. If it's going to be his team for the next 12 years. You stun his growth. Yeah, exactly. So that's why San Antonio doesn't work. Miami could offer some players, but it's going to be contingent upon what Milwaukee wants. The Knicks have a more desirable package, but if Milwaukee doesn't want a guy under contract, or if they don't want a guy that's going to keep them at playoff contention, they rather just completely rebuild, then Mikal Bridges and Miles Bride and whatever else not work for them. So it really is contingent upon what they want. The team that I have thought was Miami, but I also think there's a possibility he stays in Minnesota or stays in Milwaukee. And he can stay in Milwaukee if Jrue Holiday comes through that door. And if Jrue Holiday can come through that door, if Brook Lopez goes out the door. And that's probably what's going to happen. You'll probably see Brook Lopez go out that door. So now you lose Brook Lopez, but you get Jrue Holiday back. But there's no landscape for Giannis to go to where the opportunity is better. Maybe Orlando, but that doesn't make sense for Orlando. The thing about these trades, this is why people don't understand. Now, when you draft guys and put a young team together, you can add a certain type of veteran. You can't add a transcendent face of the league veteran. If you've got to give up one of your young stars or one of your young up-and-coming players for a guy that's at the tail end of the prime of his career, maybe got 2 seasons left, you don't want to make that move. Because when he finally declines, you don't have anything to compete.